Welcome back, friends and fellow adventurers. This week is the release of the 39th campaign episode here at Cocked, a Real Play RPG podcast. Thank you to each and every listener for finding some time in your busy lives to spend with our party as we navigate through the Lands of Manassas. We understand how difficult it is to carve out time and really appreciate your support and fellowship on this endeavor we have all embarked on. Recapping the last few episodes, the party has recently found their way into what appears to be a hidden and pretty secure prison. The party has freed and befriended Puck, a goblin, Julian, a green gem dragon, and have had multiple conversations with a demon named Chort. At the end of last episode, Brakka and the party were at the entrance of the prison trying to figure out how to open the door to abscond from this strange prison from the inside. We resume as Brakka approaches the door in search of keyholes.
So, thinking back that Puck said, well, it was a blue portal, I just have the blue key out, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm just kind of looking at the door and looking for a keyhole while I just have the one key, just like holding it.
So as you approach, the door was tall enough for Aegard to fit through without ducking down, so it is a large door. You're looking it over, you don't see anything until you get within 5 feet of the door. There is a keyhole that appears.
Like my height?
Nope.
Dang, I gotta jump.
It's about 6 feet
You gotta
up.
jump.
Dang it. Okay. Jordan.
Get your box jumping up.
I gotta get my
There
Nickelodeon moon shoes.
There are 2 more that appear as you approach. One is about 2 feet lower than the previous one, so about 4 feet high to the left, and the other is about 4 feet high to the right. And they form a triangle. So the 3 keyholes form a triangle on the door. 1 at 6 feet, and then 2 at 4 feet.
Put all 3 in. Put them all in there. Shove them.
Okay, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Turn at the same time to launch the nuke.
Yeah.
At least they all have
Red
their
light
own
appears.
hole.
Death guy.
You know. Could I do...
What was that word?
What?
What word did you say?
I
What?
said they all have their own
You said
hole.
something, then you said something.
What did I say?
I don't know. I don't think it was the word I thought you said.
I don't remember.
I think
Okay.
you just made a noise.
Okay. So,
I
I was like,
what?
what did you say?
Could Brakka do an Arcana check or investigation check to see if all 3 keys would have to be in to activate a portal, or if like
That'd be Arcana.
okay, if I can roll it. 17.
With a 17, you feel like not all of the keys are necessary to open the door. Do it. Do it. Go for it.
Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine?
Huh?
No.
Oh, shit,
But I do it anyways.
Because I
it's
like
sterile and I like
the taste.
Oh, what was that from?
Dodgeball.
You can
Yes.
dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Dodgeball 2. They just
What?
announced it. Dodgeball 2.
No, they didn't.
Uh-huh.
Is
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn coming back? Okay. I'll watch it. I love Dodgeball. Yep.
Yep.
And the Girl Scouts are disqualified because one of you tested positive for beaver tranquilizers. God damn it, Bernice! Sorry. Okay.
I cast Dodgeball.
Brakka does not feel like it's necessary for all 3 keys to be involved to open the door, but that if you use all 3 keys, it seems like something would happen, but it's not required. You feel like what is required, based on the design and the layout, would be mainly the top one.
Brakka, okay. Do I feel like the like a specific one is required for that one, or like any of these 3 could go in?
As you look at the top, and you see the way that the glyphs are. The glyphs are actually situated in a triangle. So you kind of you believe that the glyphs correspond to the triangle above the door because they're in the same shape and layout of what's above the door.
Okay. So I guess I'll grab one of the 3 keys that corresponds to the top one, the rune or whatever, and Brakka will hand that key like on the key ring to Katie and ask, could you turn this key in the top keyhole? I don't know what it's going to do, but
okay, so you don't know what it's gonna do, but we're gonna try it.
I mean, don't have a whole lot of options.
Should we wait for Aegard, or do you?
Well, all 3 keys can be put in, but I don't think they're all necessary for something to happen. It's only the top one is the most important one. So it might open the door, it might open a portal, it might do something. It's gonna do something important, probably.
If it opens a portal, we're not gonna get like sucked in, right? Like that can't happen.
Maybe it is a good idea if we wait. I don't know. Maybe not. Puck.
Yep.
You saw the hags walk through or interact with the portal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they get sucked through the portal right when the portal appeared, or did they walk through the portal?
So, what I saw was on this side of the door, I just saw the blue glow and them walk towards it. So I'm assuming they didn't get sucked into it, but I'm not positive.
Okay.
Looked like they walked to their own free will.
Okay. And that was this one, and he's gonna point to the one, I guess, is it on the left side, the blue one?
I don't know which key they used. I'll be honest, I didn't see. They actually didn't even use the key. It was the guardian that used, and it's pretty big and blocked my view, so.
But you just remember a blue glow, well, a blue portal.
I believe I'm assuming it was a portal. I just saw a blue glow on the other side.
Okay.
Never seen a blue glow before. There wasn't one there when we walked through, so.
You want me to turn it?
Let's wait.
Okay.
I don't want a portal to pop up or something to happen and Aegard not be here.
Do you guys have the key in the lock right now?
No,
Okay.
I have it in my hand.
Did you steal it again?
No, he gave it to me. He said, "Can you put?"
I guess hang on to those. Hang on to those, so that I'm not tall enough to. Anyways.
I mean, I can put you on my shoulder if you want to be tall enough, Brakka.
I mean, if you want.
I mean, I'm sure we could find a trench coat.
Oh my god.
I mean, we need a third person our size for it to be semi-believable to somebody who can't see that well.
I mean, once the following I had rises back up, we'll have plenty of goblins. Maybe get another one.
Maybe.
Might be fun.
If this works, what then? What are you going to do then? Where are you from? Somewhere around here?
No, but to be honest, I really just want to stop the hags from whatever they're doing, and to be honest, it's extremely, I don't know, it feels very evil, and I know that like goblins are kind of known to do more like questionable things, but I really just want to get my people safe and away from the hags, and just, I'm sure we could find somewhere in the Windthane Mountains or something where we could just exist away from civilizations and just kind of be ourselves.
Windthane Mountains.
They're to the north of here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, good luck with all that if this works. And I guess we'll just wait for Aegard unless any of you have any ideas on how we can get out. Why were you on the ceiling?
Me?
No, the other emerald dragon here.
Oh, well, we were just having a conversation, so...
That's Brakka, though. He turns and just...
I was confused, I'm sorry. And Julianne will look at you and just go, Puck and I were discussing trying to climb or dig out. I tried to dig into the wall and it didn't seem to take. It seemed like the wall just reformed. It was very strange. And then I kind of thought, can I even climb up these walls, or is it going to seal back up? But I was able to climb up and stay on the ceiling for a moment before I chose to let go and kind of drop down.
But you feel confident about climbing? It's what, 120 feet? Oh, 200
Almost
feet
200.
up.
I mean, it's a ways.
Right, but to the one climbing, are you confident that you'd be able to climb 200 feet without really stopping?
She kind of looks at you and shrugs, and she says, I'm not certain, no, but if it's my only way out, I don't see any other options.
She's also trying to figure out, like, things that she remembered before being captured. She can go invisible like Alfred.
Fey dragons going invisible.
Well, it's a protection thing. And she can detect thoughts. And
Brakka's gonna like stare daggers at her.
and she remembers doing so you know how I do my ice? She says she remembers doing some type of like cloud. You said purple and green, right?
Yes.
Purplish and green, and it confuses people. She wasn't sure exactly what else it did.
Is it like gas?
It's, I guess, it's more of a mist. But I guess you could say it's kind of like a gas, almost like a fog that's green and purple and just kind of shimmers.
You tried to do it?
I was afraid to do it with you around. I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to get out here and above ground. Oh, we also could probably go to Eisendorf. I know that the dwarfs are not happy with the hag as well in Eisendorf, so I wonder if maybe I could strike a deal with them to get a plot of land for my people that are revolting too. And as Puck says this, you realize he has not been paying attention to any part of the conversation you've been having with Julian. He was just like sitting there thinking about your question to him of like, where else could I go? And he was not present whatsoever for the last like 2 minutes, and then just started talking out of nowhere.
Brakka will like acknowledge what he's saying, like as he's talking to Julian, like pay attention to like what Julian's saying, and then like look over at Puck and just like look at him, just nod, like he's just acknowledging what he's saying, so he's not just ignoring him or anything.
He kind of, after he says it, he kind of looks around and let's see. Nat 1. He does not realize that everybody else is having a conversation while he was thinking about that.
Sounds like my 6-year-old.
I doubt you feel comfortable flying yet. You've never done it, or I don't know if you've learned how to.
No, I haven't.
Okay, well,
unfortunately.
I can make something for you if your climbing fails. It'll last for about an hour if it works. You could fly a little bit, but it's not like you flapping your wings. It's your body being kind of altered to give you the ability to hover/fly.
She kind of nods. I'm not sure that's necessary, but I think it would definitely be a nice fallback plan.
Yeah. I'd give you inspiration if I could.
I'll take it.
It's a good pun.
Okay, so we'll wait for Aegard before we try the keys.
In the meantime, it's just gonna tinker with his alchemy stuff. Just he's literally just gonna throw random stuff together and just see what happens.
How long is Aegard kind of just staying grounded after that? I know he kind of sat up and talked to Brakka for a moment.
Yeah, he stood up and was walking.
Okay, so
Chort.
he is already walking to Chort. Okay, I knew you meant to go there. I forgot that you had already walked. So we will say Aegard has made it to Chort's cell right now.
First, Aegard's going to go into the armory.
Okay.
And it's going to look for a rope.
And you guys did leave the armory door open, right? Or did you close it?
No, it's open.
Yeah,
it's open?
We never saw it closed. He just wants to look for any rope that might be in there.
Okay. Yep. Dig around and look.
Want to do an investigation?
Yes.
15 plus 2, 17.
Okay. You are able to find rope.
How much?
You find...
Assuming they're bundles of like 50 foot.
Yes, I would say you find about 250 feet of rope total.
Cool. Sounds good.
One thing you notice, they are folded into 5 different sections.
Okay.
But as you pick one up, it's attached to the next one. And as you pick that one up, it's attached. And there are small knots, like every 3 or 4 feet.
Okay. So
as it goes up.
Yeah. Okay. Aegard's going to grab those. Let's say, because the armory, if you're going the hallway, armory is on the right at the end, and Chort is on the left at the end.
So the armory is straight on. So as you walk,
okay,
the hall like dead ends at the armory.
Yeah.
There's about 30 feet.
Yeah.
Just like the front
right.
before the cells start, but
okay.
Chort is the last cell on the left, headed towards the armory.
So Aegard is going to grab all the rope.
All the rope,
and the sword. And I would think the sword's not like glowing, right? It's not like this. Mm-mm. Okay. So from the end of the hallway, they're not going to see.
There's a dim red light coming from it, but it just extends out about 5 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's dim light. It's not bright and then dim light. It's just dim.
He grabs. Yeah. So he grabs all the rope, and the sword.
Okay.
And walks over to, and he's not like waving the sword. He's got the sword kind of at his side. Very, he's kind of concealing it a little bit. If I need to roll for that. And he approaches Chort's cell.
Okay.
Chort.
Yes.
I have weighed in my mind whether to kill you in your cell or not. And I have come to the conclusion that I cannot.
That's good for me, I guess.
You are evil. I cannot stand for evil to exist in this world, but I cannot kill someone who is currently defenseless in the prison that you are now in.
Evil seems like such a relative term, but okay.
I also cannot free you. I cannot unleash evil into this world of mine. That is something that I am unable to do. And I do not expect you to understand. I expect you to make as many threats as you will, but I cannot do that either.
No, I think it's more disappointing than anything, but as I told your friend, time moves differently for a being as myself, and if you choose not to let me out, then so be it, but it's just a matter of time before I do find a way to get out of here.
I understand. I am but a mortal, and as evil as you are, I have no doubt that you are as great.
I don't think evil is the correct term. Maybe not as lawful as you would choose. But
Chort,
evil.
I am not here to mince words. I'm here to offer you something that you said that you wanted, and it is the best I can do at this time.
I'm listening.
And Aegard, to his side, presents the sword to him.
He's going to extend out for it.
He can't reach it beyond the bar, though, can he?
He's going to try. And his hand dead ends, and you see as the barrier lights up and makes a noise. Everybody at the end of the hall can make a perception check with disadvantage, because you guys are so far away. And it's got to be a good roll.
11.
It's only a 10.
Okay, you guys don't hear anything.
Chort, I have no doubt that if I live long enough, I will likely cross paths with you again. That will be a different time. It will be in a different place. And I will be, hopefully, much stronger than I am now. This is not an extended friendship. This is but a parting token to hopefully spare this world any acts that you would have to do to cause it or the people of this land any harm. Again, this is the best I can do. And he picks up the sword and slides it through the bars.
As you go to put the sword through the bars, the barrier goes off again.
Okay.
And you just roll an insight check.
Yeah. I thought maybe somebody could enter, but insight, that's a 19.
So you hear as that hits, and it's right where his hand was. You just hear this heavy, long sigh, just this. I appreciate your efforts. It seems, at the moment at least, something else has other plans. I appreciate your attempt, but if you leave it there, I'm sure I can find a way to get to it.
And Aegard turns and leans it on the wall across from the cell.
Okay.
Chort, I cannot wish you well. But...
Oh, I wish you the best.
Aegard just turns and walks away.
Thank you. You hear it resonate in your head.
And as quickly as he can, he's trying to push it out of his head.
And you're able to walk down the hallway and join the group.
And as he
Standing
approaches,
by the
he gets a little more... He's like... I found a large amount of rope. I think we will be able to help us get up top. It appears to be more than enough. It is knotted. Maybe easy to climb as well.
Wow.
I am happy to fly the rope. If we can get the door open, it is a door to where we were before. I can fly the rope up and tie it off.
You could fly it, or as a thank you, I could attempt to climb up. I believe your friend Brakka here said he had some type of way to help me so that I could potentially, I guess, fly in a sense. Is that what you said? If I were to fall off the wall while climbing?
Last for an hour.
I'm maybe able to...
It's not anything powerful, it's just safe.
Right, but if I were to fall, I would be able to save myself, correct?
I believe that is... I think it's a good idea that you're able to climb. I don't know that the rope would be able to support you, Julian.
Well, I think if I carry the rope with me, I might be able to...
No, I just meant... I believe I can get the rope up faster, but if you would like to take it up with you... Actually, No, I will fly the robot.
Okay.
I want you to just focus on your climbing and not be distracted by carrying anything.
Could I go up with you, Aegard, when you fly?
No, because it's going to be a low CR.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. That was out of game.
Brakka is, by the way, like very, not like visibly, but like suspicious of you since you're like, not like jolly, but in like a different mood after you like talk to Chort.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't like, hey guys, high-fiving everybody, but he was just kind of like, hey, I found a rope.
Yeah, because you were like in like a, I would say like a somber mood, like not like upset, but like in a very like in between mood. Now you're just like more focused, and Brakka's like,
You can ask him.
yeah. I mean, later.
Okay.
Aegard, Brakka wants us to try this key right here. She points to the one that's the 6 foot. The 6-footer.
They see 3 keyholes.
So I think that we can put all 3 keys in the matching keyholes, but the top one is the most important. This key, or he's gonna point to the one that like on the key ring that has like the blue glow, like while you're holding it. That key, I think, will maybe in theory open up whatever portal they had. I'm purely guessing just because the portal was blue, this is blue. It's kind of a shallow guess, but I don't know. Unless they just used magic on the door themselves, I don't know what else could do it. Because Puck said that he saw the machine do something with the key to the door, and the portal appeared.
Can Aegard roll an insight to what he kind of maybe thinks the 3 keyholes might mean?
Yeah.
Now, I admittedly say Aegard is not familiar with mechanisms and everything else. So if you...
Right, yeah, but you can roll it. So it's just going to make the check a higher check for insight. But
that is a 12 plus 6, 18.
beats it. So you get a similar feeling to what Brakka had with his Arcana check. The layout of the glyphs at the top of the door are the same as the layout of the keyholes.
Right.
There's not any like light or anything coming from the keyholes, but you can kind of put together that shape up there correlates with the keyholes on the door.
What Aegard's really trying to focus on is if all 3, because when there's no way that the warden, whatever he's called, turned 3 keys at once. When he turned a key, it opened a portal. Aegard is wondering if all 3 keys are turned at once, if it will just open the door to the shaft.
There's no real way to know that without trying it.
Yeah, he's just curious.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's going to pose that to everyone. Puck, if I am not getting something right, please let me know. But if the warden used 1 key to open a portal for the hags, I do not see a way the warden would be able to turn 3 keys at once. There are 3 keyholes here. If we were to use all 3 keys at once, would it possibly lead to the shaft we came through originally?
Your guess is kind of as good as mine. I mean, there's no way of really telling unless we just kind of do it.
I have a feeling that this is... I do not know. I know 1 key can lead to a portal. I do not know what 3 keys can do.
I don't know if this would help or not. I have 2 more of these. Scroll of Detect Magic. I don't know if it'll help like at all. But Brock is just gonna use one and see what lights up on the door, if the whole door lights up or anything like that.
So as you cast Detect Magic, all the magical items that you guys are already aware of light up around you.
Whoa!
The glyphs above the door begin to light up, and then the keyholes light up. And as you look over at Julian, you can see some of the what looks like the emerald stone in her chest begins to light up.
We don't see it though, right? Only Brakka.
Only Brakka,
Okay.
yep.
Does anything in here light up a specific color of magic, or is it just all like just lighting up magical?
All of them light up for the same school.
What school?
What is the one for magic with doors? Isn't it blue?
There's blue. There's there's abjuration and divination. Abjuration is stuff with like arcane lock and stuff like that.
I think it's abjuration, right? But these would be divination because it's divine magic. It's ancient,
right?
Celestial magic. So this would be the school of divination that it lights up.
Do the keys light up the same color?
Yes.
Cool. The stone inside of Julianne, does that light up like any specific color, or is it just magic coming from it?
I don't want to say too much as far as what the stone is, but
It's green.
yes, it's green, but it's basically these stones, they give off this magical energy that is highly sought after for like levitation and powering magic arcane objects. Would it be transfiguration if it's able to basically transform objects to be able to levitate and
Levitation,
move?
like the spell levitation, is transmutation.
Yeah, so we're gonna say it lights up with the transmutation
Like
magic.
Okay, Brakka will look at Julianne and like tilt his head, very confused, like, and then focus on like the other stuff. If it matters, he's thinking in his head, what magic is like? He's just like confused, or not confused, just curious about the glow coming from Julianne.
You hear in your head, "Is everything okay?"
Are you reading my mind? Or did you?
And you hear again in your mind, "No, but the look you gave me was..."
Don't stress about it. It's fine. It's not important. I promise.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's divination magic, if that means anything, but didn't really tell me anything else besides that. So I say let's just use the top lock first, because in my mind, since that's the most important one, I feel as if that could just control the door, just open the door.
That is fine, but I believe if a portal opens, we do not step through.
Agreed.
Until we've tried other options, and then we'll see where we are.
So you want me to try the top one?
If
Just
you
to
would
see?
like. Yep. And then Aegard takes a large step back.
Brakka will still be there by your side, if that makes you feel
Thanks,
better.
Brakka.
Portals? We already lost someone in a tree, so...
Oh my god. Okay, so Katie turns the top one.
As you go to turn it, you just hear Puck go, "Hang on. If a portal does appear,
We're throwing you through it.
if someone needs to step through it, I will do that."
Well, it's not funny.
Well, we don't know if you step through, if you'd be able to step back.
If a portal pops up, no one's stepping through.
We want to know where that goes.
Also, if a portal does pop up, I mean, how do we get it to disappear? It's another thing.
Yeah.
I would believe, like any portal that I've seen, and I've seen all of one, that in time the portal will
Kind of
fade away.
Okay. I was just saying, if you needed somebody to go through, I would.
I appreciate you falling tearing. I know you want to get out of here. We all do.
Well,
I just would rather it not be unsafe.
I mean, if somebody were to go through and get into the middle of an enemy camp, I mean, you guys saved me. I think you've seen the ability that I'm able to do. If I went into the center of a camp, I could probably do that.
Puck, if you want to go through the portal,
I'm just trying to
fine.
help you guys out. If we don't want anybody to go through the portal, that's fine too.
For now, no one's going through the portal.
Okay, nobody goes through the portal. Got it.
Not a smart idea.
Got it. So
You have to tell us that you're not going to willingly jump in the portal if one pops up.
I just said nobody's going through the portal.
Brakka, if he wishes to jump in the portal, he is not of our group. So.
Do I turn the key or not?
Katie, turn the key.
Katie, go ahead and turn the key. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you.
Okay, I turn the key.
Puck, thank you for the hand.
You're welcome. It's the only one I got.
God, what happens when I turn the key? Come on.
Roll a con saving throw.
Oh,
The
shit.
walls start
Stop.
closing.
Stop it.
From behind, we hear the warden.
And
Defenses
Chort all
activate.
of a sudden comes
Oh,
out of
shit.
his cell.
So as you turn the key,
Shit, what happens?
it detaches from the ring that you had, the key ring,
Okay.
and it basically, on its own, you see the blue light from it. It goes into and then turns the lock, and you can hear.
That was the top one, right?
There's the top
Yeah.
one.
Okay. I guess.
I touched the door.
Did it close like upwards or horizontally?
Sideways.
Okay. I guess let's slide the door.
Yeah, I touched the door.
Nothing happens.
I push to slide the door.
She pulls. Katie used both hands on the door.
Nothing happens.
Do I see a button? 2 buttons. I've got 2 hands. What is
Nope.
Wait,
Oh,
should we put the other 2 keys in?
I guess so.
I've got 2 hands. I can put both of them in at the same time.
I guess let's do that.
Just out of game? No, you can't because they're all on the same keyring.
Oh, fuck.
But
I forgot
it
they were.
it
We can't
detached,
take them
though.
off?
It detached once it went into the lock.
Did it,
There's
like-
not a way to detach
So you
it.
do the next one, then you do the next one.
Yeah.
There's no way to detach them. It looks like a solid ring, but after it went in the lock, it disappeared, which is different than the other keys, like opening the cell in the armory.
Right.
So should we try the left or the right?
Yes.
The left one, I guess.
Okay, I guess I put in the left.
The second key, as you put it into the lock again, it passes through the key ring as though it's not there. And you see as it slides into the lock and turns, and you hear a and at this point you can hear as stone begins to grind. The door does not move, but then you hear a on the other side of the door.
Oh, the platform.
You have deactivated the mechanism.
So you do have to have all 3. Should I put the third one in?
Oh, we made it this far. We're okay, I think.
Okay. I put the right one in.
Okay, as you put the right one in, again the key passes through the key ring. Turn slowly. This is where we're going to end this week's episode, as Katie is inserting the third in what appears to be the final keyhole. Thank you, friends and fellow adventurers, for joining the party of Cocked, a real play RPG podcast, as we explore the home-brewed lands of Manassas. Everyone involved with this production is very appreciative of the love and support we have received from our listeners. The feedback has been overwhelmingly positive we have received, and it definitely encourages us to keep making new content. in the next couple months. We have some pretty exciting and new things happening here, so stay up to date with all the extracurricular activities by following us on Instagram. The link for our show and cast are in the episode description. Later this month, we will be recording content for a new one-shot. As a reminder, if you are a Patreon subscriber, you will be getting prequel campaign episodes released very soon. We apologize in advance for the poor audio quality of the prequel episodes, as this was before we upgraded our audio equipment, and I can tell you it really does make a huge difference. Of course, as always, tune in next week to see what happens as Katie has inserted the corresponding key to the third keyhole, hoping to open the main door so they can escape from the prison. Is that better? I tried to mess with the volume levels to get the voices a little bit higher than the music.
I think for right now,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good. Whoa, hey. I can hear myself really well. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned all of ours up a little bit.
Say something dirty.
Okay, well,
There we go.
I think it's past my bedtime. I think it might be.
Words I wanted to hear.
Okay, well, you know, that's
Are you saying you need to go to bed?
Jesus.
I swear it was the sauerkraut.
What do you mean it's justice?
Oh, I had a joke, but it was going to be at Jess's expense, and I don't want to do that. I pick on Jess too much.
Okay. When does it stop you?
I mean, okay.
my
So when I said sauerkraut, I said, "Oh yeah."
I
And
mean,
actually,
okay.
when I can say that's Jess's name when she gets mad at me.
Oh my gosh. Sauerkraut.